YTBC, what's the deal? Before I start, let me give a shout out to Ash Better One commenter. He brought this to my attention. He was asking me why wasn't I talking about Tony Thompson calling out Luis Ortiz again. For the second time, I misread your comment, bro, because I did not know that Alexander Dimitrenko has pulled out the fight. Just that quick. And Tony Thompson, props to you, man, for predicting this, because a few days ago when he called Luis Ortiz out, I didn't pay it too much mind because he was, Ortiz was already set to fight in March with Dimitrenko. So, I kind of overlooked it. But Thompson said that Dimitrenko would pull out of the fight. So maybe he knew something that we didn't know. We all know that Dimitrenko fainted before a fight, an hour before a fight against Sosnowski. And then when he actually did fight the guy, he knocked him out with a nice uppercut to put him to sleep. But he fainted before a fight before, you know what I mean? So I guess he faints a month before this fight. But Tony Thompson, he's like a prophet right now, man. He said this was going to happen. I see a lot of fans under the article on Boxing Scene saying they don't want to see this old Tony Thompson in there with Luis Ortiz, as if Luis Ortiz is this, 23, 24-year-old upstart. I know Luis Ortiz, he looks like King Kong right now, right? Hence his moniker. But, Tony Thompson, according to BoxRec, if you, go by their rankings at all, they have on number 14, man. And I still think he has a lot left. I don't think we should just overlook Tony Thompson. People think that if he goes in there with Ortiz, he may get hurt. I don't see why people think he may get hurt. I mean, the Malik Scott, he lost that fight. He put Scott down. Scott was just able to outbox him and get cleaner work off in that fight. I don't see him getting hurt. He didn't get hurt against Takam or Pulev. The only guy that's been able to hurt him is Vladimir Klitschko. Rather than that, even if he does lose his fights, he's going the distance with guys. You know what I'm saying? So he's not in there getting beat up and bullied and, knocked down multiple times in his fight. He's a tough guy. And to tell you the truth, if you come forward, that'll make the fight easier for him. There'll be fireworks going off if Ortiz chooses to come forward to fight Thompson. But I like to see the fight. Thompson's called him out, and we can put it into this myth of everybody is scared of Ortiz. Golden Boy came out with the statement saying that, it's mission impossible to get an opponent. I guess 10 guys have turned down the fight. Now, to Ortiz's credit, guys have turned down this fight. There's a list of guys that have all turned the fight down. But I don't even care about that because Tony Thompson is willing and able to step in there. He lives in D.C. He even said in the article that, and I'm going to leave the article in the description, but he said that he lives right across the street from the venue and he's ready to fight. BoxRec has a number 14. He's not some bum off the street that we've never heard of. You know what I'm saying? So I like to see the fight. Thompson, he is 44, but hey, man, I know the last time I checked BoxRec, their top 20, 12 of the guys were 34 years or older. So, and again, Luis Ortiz is 36 years old himself. And I actually heard Tony Thompson joke around in an article from the other day, said that he doesn't even believe that Luis Ortiz is 36. He thinks he's older. He thinks he's older than he is. You know what I mean? So, and even if Ortiz does go in there and beat Thompson, it's still a good matchup, man. Thompson isn't a bum. He's 6'5" with an 81-inch reach. You know what I mean? Southpaw, so shit, he can show Ortiz some things that he isn't used to looking at. We always talk about how Ortiz is this big southpaw. Okay, well, this is a big southpaw too. Although older, but Ortiz is a little old himself too, man. He's not some young upstart. But I like to see the fight. So I'm gonna leave this, I'm gonna leave the article in the description, but right when Golden Boy came out with their statement saying we can't find anybody, everybody's running scared, it's mission impossible, Tony Thompson comes out with an article, bam, right after it, on Boxing Scene saying that it shouldn't be mission impossible, it should be mission impossible to get Luis Ortiz to fight Thompson. So he's calling them out, man. So we can't say that nobody wants to fight Luis Ortiz. So I'm going to put this out there and hopefully it get to the right people. Obviously Boxing Scene put it out there, so I know it's out there, but Tony Thompson is calling out Luis Ortiz, so let's not put this myth, man, that nobody wants to fight this guy and he's scaring everybody. This shit's not true. Tony Thompson wants to fight. He's from DC. He's in the top 15 on BoxRec. The last time he's been stopped was against Vladimir Klitschko. You know what I mean? And Vladimir Klitschko is a decade-long champion. You know what I mean? So he has took some losses, but he's been formidable in all those fights. Probably hasn't looked the most exciting, but shit, man, he's a big heavyweight and he loves to bang. And if you come forward, he will, you know, air it out with you. And that's what we want to see. These big guys get in there and air it out. Getting the news out there, Luis Ortiz, if you're looking for an opponent, Golden Boy, if you're looking for an opponent, Tony Thompson is available in DC. He's from DC. Come on, man. Can't get no better than that. Cut the check. Oscar, cut the check, man. YTBC. I'm out.